Alright. So, the 6L, 200 million soldiers of the Edomite army, ready to kill. The horses, tanks, which represents the lions. I just say lions are noisy, just like a tank. Alright. And it says with fire, blue sapphire. So once again, here we go. Here we go again to this goddamn hidden symbolism. Alright, so fire, blue, those are bombs. And blue sapphire, well, fire would be bombs. And blue sapphire represents napalm. Right? Because napalm is it's blue in color. And it emits fire, the bombs, which is company to and it stings like scorpions, and yellow sulfur in the heads of lions, which are bold and noisy. Alright. So John, aka Dr. Malachi Z. Orgel, the angelic being Gabriel, appears to John and presents him with a little book, which is the Quran. Gabriel is also known as Jesus because it was he who brought salvation to us by messages or scripture that he was commanded by Anu in El's Quran recited to the newsbearer Muhammad so he could memorize the words before written in 610 AD. He came down from the Orion skies on the night of power, also known as Lavia al-Qadri, clothed with a cloud representing many Anunnaki, wearing all white on them. Because, yeah, you know, the Anunnaki, they wear all white, man. They wear all white. And the Greeks never wore all white, so I don't even know where they get that shit from. The Greeks never wore all white. That is a false representation. That toga shit, that is a false representation. So yeah, and the Gabriel had a rainbow aura, and he was pure green light, representing his intelligence, life, and healing. Yeah, Gabriel and Muhammad both had that. So the 7th L would be AIDS and HIV. That's also what we're dealing with now in today's time. So, the great earthquake in California, the 24 L's worship Anu. The lion, the bull, the human being, and the eagle, and upon every one of their heads are crowns which resemble gold, but was actually Afsu Shamash, light shining off the plane's body of metal, and their faces was like the resemblance of faces of the nations of people, because they have drawn on these fighter crafts, and their hair was like the hair of women, because of the movement and the propellers created through as they move through the air. And the teeth of a lion which is of these fighter planes. That's drawn on the fighter planes. So that's what they're talking about. And these are the aircrafts of air which were used during World War II, 1939 through 1945, known as the Flying Tigers and A-10 Thunderbolts, and they have metal breastplates as the breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was like that of chariots, and many horses, which is nothing more than the engines of the plane, running for battle ready for war. And they had traits which resembled the scorpions, and sting was in their tails. The sting of the scorpion sends its victims into a state of shock. This is what happened to the people when they saw these bombs and missiles that the planes emitted from their tail section. And authority was given to them to torment the people for 5 months, because the effect of these bombs will last for a period of 150 days. And a ruler of Zazil was over them, Halah, son of Humbaba, aka Satan, who is the disagreeable messenger of the bottomless pit, which in Hebrew is Abaddon, that is a place of destruction where the father of ruin is in the Greek language is in the Greek language it is Apollyon, destroyer. Both names symbolic of the evil one and are typical of the nations within his palm, in his domain. One plague is past, and behold, two more plagues, outbreak of war, which would be Israel, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and then some, will come after this from 1990 AD. The first plague after that was the begging of the end of the world. There will be two more wars up to year 1996 AD. So now we're getting into Dr. Malachi's, aka John's, vision. So the vision of a woman in heaven crowned with 12 stars and the moon at her feet in the Orion skies. So this woman is Fatima, the pure and unadulterated. So that'd be 12 stars, and these 12 stars represent 12 tribes, true tribes, which would be Nebajoth, which means one who moveth heights, Kedar, those of the black, Abdil, slave of El, Mibsam, he who makes sweet odors, so a perfume maker, Mishama, he who will be trialed and hard, Duma, he who cannot speak, Masa, he who had a rumbling thumb to relieve the burdens, Hadar, he who is the warrior of thunder, that's that Shango energy, Tima, the dweller of the Arabian desert, Jetta, he who will be in prison, Nafish, he who is spiritually refreshing, and Kedma, he who will move to the east. These are the 144,000, 12 tribes of Israel. Nature, or they will have the nature of these 12 tribes. The 144,000 will have the nature of these 12 tribes. Alright, so now we get into the dragon rises. The Babylonian Empire having 7 heads, being major powers of the United Nations. The United States, England, Russia, France, Germany, Italy, and Spain, which is aka the New Roman Empire. These 10 horns represents the sacred council of brotherhood, 7 crowns representing the ruling power and cursed seed of Canaan. Leading authorities of all this is cherubim, 200 fallen Elohim of the Orion skies, 180 degrees negatives, black skilled straight head beings, black skinned straight head beings, 66 million years ago. Nephilim, 200 of 1/3 followed Hala, the disagreeable loss, which is what Star Wars is all about.